Technicolors, and welcome back from our first 3-day weekend of 2026. Starting off this week's episode is everything you need to know about the art mural. The art mural is being created on the containers behind the gym, and you get to see it firsthand. The walls are checked and cleaned so it is ready for paint, and the sketches are made to plan how the mural will fit on each container. Next, the design is lightly drawn onto the containers, and this shows where each part of the mural will go and helps keep everything organized. After that, the painting begins. Different sections of the containers are filled with color and detail. When it is finished, it will be transformed into a bright and creative mural. I cannot wait to see the finished product.
What's up, HB? This year's winter dance is at Boomers. Let's see what they got here. They got mini golf, go-karts. There's so many things to do here at Boomers, like the batting cages. Yeah! The arcade. And we got laser tag. This year's winter dance is gonna be super casual, like those dudes. In clear bags only, none of these. Be there at our winter dance, January 31st from 7 to 10 p.m.
Have you ever wondered what happens to the marching band once their marching season is finished? Well, you're in luck, because I'm here to explain it. The band splits up into 3 groups: jazz band, drumline, and wind ensemble. The jazz band participates in a bunch of festivals around the district, with the big band consisting of a regular big band instrumentation and the lab band, which includes many instruments not typically in jazz. Drumline is basically marching band without the winds. They compete in competitions all through the end of the year against many other schools' drumlines. And finally, wind ensemble is everyone in the program playing wind orchestra pieces and participating in a few festivals through the end of the year, as well as a couple of concerts. Come find your high school marching band competing all over in all kinds of different music.
If you missed Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, don't worry, Jack is here to tell us all about it.
Over the last 2 weekends, Musical Theater had their newest benefit show, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Antonio Lopez and Cole Johnson were major stars of this show, taking the role of the lead to heart and performed it perfectly. The show goes quickly through Joseph's life, from being sold to slavery to his rise to power as the Pharaoh, all while maintaining a fun and comedic tone and an energetic style of music that kept the show in constant motion. If watching any of Joseph's shows wasn't enough of a factor to convince you to invest in the future of our wonderful musical theater department, then I don't know what is.
Since finals week is finally here, we need to start locking in. Hannah asked students around campus for some study skills and tips.
My 2 tips for studying for finals is to use the tutoring in the library and to ask your teachers questions about the finals.
All right, so a good tip for finals is to make sure you get plenty of rest at nighttime. Staying up late sounds like a good idea if you're cramming, but your brain needs that rest. So get a good chunk of studying done and then get a good 7 to 8 hours of sleep if you can. That way your mind's retaining all the stuff that you're covering.
A study tip that helps me for my finals is talking to my teachers and asking them questions.
Study tip I'm going to use is making flashcards.
Today after school, there's a Cookies and Cram. Here's Leanna with more.
Cookies and Cram is an event that is going to be held Tuesday, January 20th, 1:28 to 5 p.m. in the Student Center. Let's learn more information about it.
So at Cookies and Cram, we're going to have a lot of tutoring varying from different subjects such as history, math, or science. But also we're going to provide delicious snacks such as cookies and delicious chips.
Cookies and Cram is not only a great place to study, but it also helps eliminate all distractions, such as your phone buzzing, your dog barking, or your mom nagging you about chores that you forgot to do last weekend.
Now for some sadder news about something going on at the Irvine Spectrum.
Irvine Spectrum is giving its iconic Ferris wheel a fresh new update. The well-known ride is being redesigned to improve the overall experience while keeping the classic look everyone recognizes. The updates focus on safety, smoother rides, and a more modern feel, making it even better for visitors of all ages. The refresh is the part of Irvine Spectrum's effort to continue evolving while staying true to what makes it such a popular destination. Once it's finished, the Ferris wheel will be ready to shine again as one of the Spectrum's most recognizable attractions.
Ever been curious about acting or live theater? Here's something worth knowing. OCCT, or Orange County Children's Theater, is a local theater organization that provides acting classes and full-stage productions for kids and teens ages 5 to 18. Participants work with experienced directors and instructors to learn acting techniques and stage presence. Students rehearse regularly and perform in a fully produced show for live audiences, like their most recent one, The Little Mermaid. OCCT is open to a range of experience levels and focuses on both skill development and collaboration.
Have you ever wondered what matcha and chocolate taste like? Well, Carly's here to teach us how to make matcha brownies.
Brownies are a well-loved dessert, super fun to make and even better to eat. I've got a twist on this sweet staple that any matcha lover is sure to enjoy. You can make matcha brownies with 1 cup of salted butter, 4 eggs, 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of matcha powder, 1 1/3 cups all-purpose flour, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, and 2/3 a cup granulated sugar. You'll also need a large mixing bowl. Set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and melt your butter in the large bowl. Add both the brown sugar and granulated sugar and whisk to combine. Add in the vanilla extract next and the 3 eggs and 1 egg yolk. Whisk again, and finally add in the flour and matcha powder. For smoother brownies, sift these powders in before whisking. Chocolate chips are optional, but I added them into mine right before baking. You can also add nuts or any other mix-ins you enjoy. Now line a 9x9 inch pan with parchment paper and pour in your batter. Place the pan in the preheated oven and bake for 20 to 25 minutes or until fully cooked. Once cooled, it's time to dig in and enjoy.
I took a trip down to Rip's restaurant that serves delicious pizza, burgers, and wings. Rip is a brewery and restaurant located on PCH, and it has taken over the old Tsunami Sushi location. It has a wide variety of different pizzas and foods. It's kid-friendly with an indoor mini arcade and sports games going on. So next time you're going down PCH, make sure to stop by Rip. Have nothing to do? Well, here are some upcoming movies that you can see in theaters.
The film industry is preparing for one of the greatest years in cinematic history, 2026. Studios are preparing a full slate of releases, from major franchise returns like Avengers Doomsday and The Mandalorian and Grogu, to original stories made for the big screen like The Death of Robin Hood from A24. As audiences get ready to head back to the movie theater, here's a look at the films you'll be going to see in theaters in 2026.
Well, that's it for this episode, Oilers. Good luck this week.